Dear students, today we will discuss about the recruitment, meaning and its sources. It is from human resource. It is one of the topic of human resource management. So, moving to the meaning of recruitment, it is a very common term. Most of the students are aware of this term, that is recruitment. So recruitment is a process done by the various organizations for in search of the new applicants, right candidate who can apply for the various vacant jobs in the organization. So recruitment is that process in which the organization search and attract for the right kind of person for the vacant openings or vacant post or jobs in the organization. So what the recruitment involve is, it involve encouraging qualified people to make application for employment within the organization. Means in recruitment process, the organization collect a pool of talented employees who are willing to apply for the various vacant positions or jobs in the organization. So here comes whether the recruitment is in a positive process or is it in a negative process. So here we can say, as we are not rejecting anyone, we are not making any selection, we are just gathering the CVs and applications from the various candidate. So it is an positive process, because what we are here doing is we are only stimulating the people for applying the job, so that we can increase the number of database, we can increase, or the organization can increase the number of hiring ratio. So hope the meaning of recruitment is clear now. That is, it is that process in which the organization search for the best candidate and attract the qualified people who apply for the vacant openings in the organization. Now the question arises, what are the various sources through which the organization carry out the process of recruitment? There are various methods through which the organization carry out the process of recruitment. One, we have categorized the sources or methods of recruitment into two parts. One is your internal, another one is external. Internal methods are those methods which in which the organization search for the right candidate within the uh, within the organization only, like promotion. So if the organization is having some vacant position, higher vacant positions, then the employees from the lower uh, uh, lower job profile can be promoted to that particular job if the person is eligible for that. So promotion is one of the method or source of recruitment, internal source of recruitment. Another is transfer. So if we have if the organization is having the balance disbalance, like people are in some department maximum number of employees are there, and in other department there is deficiency, or in other unit there is deficiency of people of the similar similar kind of skilled. So the people from the surplus area can be transferred to the deficient one. That we do into the human resource planning. This is the part of the human resource planning. Now another one is the retired employees. Say if those employees who retired, from the organization can rejoin the organization for a certain time period. So the in most of the organizations, like I if I'll got an example, like in IITs, the retirement, after the retirement is the people are getting 3 to 2 year of extension in their job, so they can work over there. So this is what the retired employees can be the source of employees there. Now another one is employee referral. It is the best source of recruitment for the internal recruitment for the organization. Here the employees who are already working with the organization are asked to refer the right candidate for the vacant positions, and the employees are also getting some incentives based who referred and the employee, then if that employee joined the organization. So employee referral is the current employees refer their friends or other people who are working in the other industry with the same kind of skills, they refer those employees. So these are the internal methods of or sources of recruitment. Now moving to the external one. External, which here the organization apart from the internal sources hire some other agencies or some adopt some other methods of sources of recruitment, like advertisement. So in most of the time we see in the job or you can say at time AdSense and other employment newspapers, we get vacancies. There are the vacant positions in so and so organization. These are the number of years, or there is proper job description is there. So in the various modes, can the company or organization can adopt various modes, like advertisement through print media. They can put the pamphlet, they can put the advertisement in the newspaper, they can give the advertisement through radio, TV, or some other sources also, like e-recruitment is there. They can put the they can post the vacant positions on the various job portals. So these are the advertisement. Now another method is employment agencies. So employment agencies is basically the consultant who do the work and who do the hiring of candidate for the organization. So we have various the third party who work and search the right person for the organization. These are the employment agencies. Then campus hiring, for the fresher level openings. Most of the organization come to the college institute, educational institute, and they hire mm, the fresh candidates from the college itself. That is campus hiring. Then labor contract. This is basically the, you can say, the hiring at the factory gate, or the labor contractors are there who provide number of laborers to the organization. Another one is the employment exchange. As most of the people register themselves to the government employment exchange, and the organization get the data from there and carry out the process of recruitment. So hope the sources of recruitment is clear now. Now moving to the next topic of recruitment, that is, what are the various factors which affect the process of recruitment. So these are the factors which affect the recruitment process. We have internal factors, and another one are the external factors. Internal factors, like these are the internal factors which affect the process of recruitment, like the size of the organization. If the size of the organization is very large, then more of the candidates are attracted to the organization. And if the organization is new, small in size, people are not aware, that much aware of the organization, so somehow the process get hindered. Another is recruiting policy. What type of recruiting policy the organization is adopting, whether the organization is focusing on internal sources of recruitment, or whether they are focusing on the external sources, it also affects the process of recruitment. Another one is the image of the organization. If the organization is having a goodwill, good image in the job market, then more and more of the qualified people want to associate with the organization, who have a good reputation, who have a good image in the form of the various things are there, like the hiring policies, then the other policies regarding to employees welfare, all these. Similar to the image of the organization, the image of job also affect. If the image of the job is reputed one, or the job is reputed one, then more and more candidate love to work for that job. Say it that job brings reward, that job brings more compensation, more recognition, so the people love to join that job. Now moving to the external factors, the external factors also affect the recruitment process, like demographic factors like age, religion, literacy level, gender. These are the demographic factors which affect the process of recruitment. Like if the organization have some higher peoples between 20 to 25 age, or um, above that, so that these type of things affect the process of recruitment. Now the labor market, what is the demand and supply of labors in the labor market, it also affect. If the demand is more and supply is less, definitely it will hinder the recruitment process. Then unemployment rate also affect. What is the current unemployment? If the unemployment rate is higher side, then the supply of resources are more, and somehow will the recruitment process is into the positive side, because the organization can get a number of people for the positions, vacant positions. Now the labor laws pertaining to the employees, like we have various laws, government policies, rules, regulations related to the employees and employment conditions. We have Factory Act is there, then there is ESI Act, then there is Compensation Act. So these are the various acts which impact the recruitment process as well. Another one and the last factor which majorly affect the recruitment process is the competitors in the same industry. If the organization want the skilled and competent people for the job, so and the same the competitor also want, so if the organization have many competitors, then the recruitment process become little bit difficult, because as the skilled and qualified people are limited, and the more and more companies want such type of resources. So this also affect the recruitment process. So student, hope the topic is clear now. In the next lecture we will discuss about what is the process of selection of the candidate in the organization. Thank you.